James 2:1 says, "My friends, as believers in our Lord Jesus Christ, the Lord of glory, you must never treat people in different ways according to their outward appearance." How often do we do this very thing? Far too often, we as Christians are quick to condemn or exclude people who are not like us. We are quick to silence those whose worldviews don't necessarily align with ours. My brothers and sisters, this should not be. After all, it is we, the saved, who already know Jesus. It is the lost, the very people we judge, who are literally dying to know him. Too often we apply our own worldly perspectives and agendas to doing ministry. The sad reality is that we tend to value people based on their skills, based on what they can do for us, rather than what Christ has done for them. We see people through our own distorted lenses of bias, greed, and more. We look at the past rather than the present, forgetting that our identity and worth comes from Him, rather than the mistakes we've made and the places that we've been. If we truly claim to love others, then we must see them as Christ does. He created us and them. He is the same God who formed us from the dust of the earth and set a course for our lives. So who are we to say that someone's not valuable? Who are we to accept people solely by the benefits they can bring us? We've lost touch with our first love, the God who set the universe in motion and formed us all in His own image. If we believe in God, then we believe He is the source of every beautiful thing in our world. If God creates all the beauty in the world, and if we all share in the image of God, then we are all beautiful by definition. So who are you? Slave? Freeman? Drug dealer? Addict? Prostitute? Dropout? No, you are none of these things. God does not define you by your situation, by the things that you've done or the mistakes you've made. See, when God looks at you, He's only got words of mercy and grace. How does God define you? Well, He calls you by name. When God looks at you, He doesn't see your mistakes. He sees you as you truly are, a beloved daughter or son. You see, while society has words for people like addict, stoner, and hooker, God only has words like redeemed, beautiful, valuable, and loved. If we would take the time to step back and lock up our biases in a jar, then we would no longer judge people from afar. Instead, with our vision transformed and our eyes open toward heaven, we could step to the front and view ourselves and others through God's looking glass. When we take this step and reach out in love to those not like us, grace and mercy overflow, and victory is won.